Hey everyone, it's a Monday update. It's Tony George from Doc Sports having a cup of coffee with my peeps talking about the national title game. Why not? I mean, if you're putting out free pick videos and the biggest sporting event since the Super Bowl is out, you got to talk about it on video. A lot of people, they're never a big seller, Super Bowl, national title games, football or basketball, hockey, Stanley Cup final. Everybody kind of makes up their own mind about who they like, and that's who they're going to bet. I get it. I get it. I look at it surgically, a little bit different than that, but that's how people like to roll. So cheers to that. Let's talk about the total, and then we'll talk about NHL. Well, I'll just tell you right now, NHL bonus play. I don't know why that line on the over and under in the Vegas and Vancouver game tonight is only 5.5. You almost want to bet it under because it doesn't make any sense, but I'd lean over. I'd lean over in that. Just me and you, sitting around taking a pee on a fence post. Now, this game tonight in college basketball, we have a 5-unit top play on the side. We've had a good March Madness. Appreciate all the business. We've had tremendous support. It's a wishy-washy season this year. Wasn't the greatest, but we turned up the heat in March Madness. We nailed the NIT title game with Seton Hall. I'm looking to nail this game tonight between these two teams on the side play. Obviously, it's the two best teams in college basketball playing each other. And isn't that how it's supposed to work out? I mean, at the end of the day, it's two best teams playing each other. I mean, kind of thought we had that in football this year too. But this total is at 145.5. I think it's too high. I mean, you can talk about Klingon and Edey and all the matchups and guards everywhere, this, that, and the other, but neither one of these teams got here by not playing any defense. They both play defense, UConn especially. I mean, 9-1 to the under their last 10 games. You're talking about a team that was involved in a game with Alabama who still kept the game under. And Purdue, the hottest team in college basketball, once the conference tournament started, was North Carolina State. They held them to 50. They held Tennessee to 66. Zaga to 68. I mean, those are three powerhouse teams. Tennessee Zaga. NC State, kind of a Cinderella, but they've been scoring a lot of points. I mean, they rendered Burns almost useless down the stretch when they had to. They both got here by playing good defense, and I think that continues tonight. I think they play to that strength. It's not something we're betting the farm on. We're not selling the kids' college funds. It's a lean on the under 145.5. Others may have a stronger opinion on this than that, but that's just my take. I mean, you just look at the body of work from both these guys, especially in big games. They play good defense. They're both very well coached. These are two of the best coaches in college basketball. Matt Painter's always had the asterisks. When it comes down to the big one, we can't get it done. Well, he's got that 8,000-pound gorilla off their back this year. I think it'll be a lower scoring game. I'm sure everybody would love to see a shootout, but I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't see 150, 160 points scored in this game. If these two teams play true to form, knowing what got them here, in my opinion, especially if they want to work it into the bigs. If you want to work it into the bigs, you're going to be eating clock. And I think that's the strength of both teams. It is obviously the strength of both teams. You got a 7'4" and a 7'2" guy in there, and both of them are NBA guys. What are you going to do? You know, if you got Shaquille O'Neal as center in college, where are you going to throw the ball at? I don't care if you got Michael Jordan on the wing. Where are you going to put the ball at? Just saying. All right, we do have a 5-unit top pick in this game tonight. We're 4-1-1 or 5-1 with top picks since March 23rd, headed into March Madness there. We've caged we went 12-3-1 on our last 16 college basketball cards in profit. And just win, lose, or draw tonight on this 5-unit top play, I thank you for the tremendous support in college basketball in March Madness and during the season. Could have had a better season. You know, kind of came into the conference tournaments like a lamb, and we came out like a lion and had a big push at the end of the year for a lot of profit. So thanks for jumping on board. Major League Baseball. We've come in like a lion, and we're still a lion. Plus $3,630 to the good. 5-unit top play case yesterday on the Chicago Cubs. Underdog against the Dodgers. 8-1 winner after a delay. Thank God they started that game back. We had the over in that game too on that card. So nonetheless, we're rolling in Major League Baseball. You get a free $60. Link in the description below or on the website. It says free $60. Get the $60 and put it towards a month package in Major League Baseball. Got a 9-unit 3-pack today. Come on over to the website and get it. Top play in college basketball as well. On a Monday, enjoy the final game of the college basketball season. And by the way, tip of the cap to the girls in college basketball, huh? What a great season by South Carolina. And, you know, they're getting 12, 13, 14 million viewers now. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, all these gals from South Carolina. That South Carolina girls basketball team has more depth than any team I've seen all year. They're bringing gals off the bench, some of them freshmen, knocking down shots. It's amazing to me the percentage at which, and I watched a lot of these girls basketball games as a fan. I really did. Just for craps and giggles. And I was impressed. I mean, these gals knock down 3-point shots better than guys do. I mean, come on. Give credit where credit's due. And what'd they go? 35, 36-0, South Carolina? You know, and, you know, Iowa was no slouch. They had a team. It was more than Caitlin Clark. That chick gives up a lot of assists. She spreads the ball around. That's why she's so dangerous. Plus, she can score at will. You know, but what? Tip of the cap to South Carolina, the Gamecocks. Nice job, gals. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just really enjoyed being able to watch something as a fan with no skin in the game and just enjoy high-level basketball. And I don't care if it's male or female. I like seeing competitive sports. Don't forget quickly this week, the Masters in the PGA. Picks will be out Wednesday. We're going to do top 10s and top 20s. I do this all the time in the majors. U.S. Open, British Open, or the Open. I call it the British Open because I'm old school. PGA Championship, and the Masters. So we take golfers, have 4 or 5 picks for you on a Wednesday card. We will have a top pick. And we'll take golfers to finish either top 10 or top 20 overall. So you bet those on Wednesday before the Thursday round starts. It's going to be a good tournament. It's going to be a good tournament. Anybody that likes competitive sports, did you see the Texas Valero Open yesterday in the PGA? Unbelievable ending to that tournament in sudden death. The winner of the tournament had to make a birdie on 18 because his counterpart, McCarthy, broke a course record going 7 under on the back nine. On the back nine. When he did the fist pump, he dislocated his shoulder. It came out of socket. He was asking for his trainer in sudden death. They had to go back to 18 and play 18 again in a head-to-head sudden death matchup. He hit his drive and his second shot with his shoulder out of socket, was still in play, got it put back in, taped it up. In the meantime, his counterpart chunked an 80-yard chip into the creek, and the guy throws it on the green and ends up one putting for a birdie and winning it. After his trainer came out, put his shoulder back in, taped it up. Just a story I'm sharing, just on a Sunday where I saw some competition that was unbelievable. Nonetheless, thanks for jumping on board yesterday, too. NASCAR 2-0 sweep, baby, at Martinsville. We got Texas Speedway this week. Looking forward to Sunday.